have some questions about weather. Why does the sky turn green during tornadoes, and why is some of the lightning purple?
That was a great question from my friend Barnabas Estes. We'll get to that lightning color question another time, but let's address a green sky and what that really means and how that even happens. Well, there's not definitive proof, but we do know it means and doesn't mean a few things. The first thing it doesn't mean is that there's possibly a tornado in place. Now, there could be a green sky if there is a tornado, but the tornado has nothing to do with the color, nor does the presence of large hail. So those are two things that aren't necessarily tied to the color that we see in these larger storms. But it usually occurs late in the day because the sun angle is low, and we'll talk about why that's important in a moment. But it does have to do with a large storm being present, a very moisture-laden storm. The amount of rain and the absorption of sunlight is key in creating this phenomenon. So let's demonstrate how that occurs. Well, first of all, we have sun at a low angle late in the day. That means that sunlight is moving its way through a broader portion of the atmosphere, and that causes the scattering of that sunlight in the blue spectrum called Rayleigh scattering. Well, eventually that low angle light will hit a cloud deck at the side. That will allow that sunlight to hit a lot of the rain inside this storm that you see right here. And then that takes away a lot of the red spectrum there. So we kind of take away both sides of the rainbow on either end because of the light getting scattered out and absorbed into that water. Well, eventually that light gets through the cloud, and what light reaches us right here at the surface is the greener colors, and that is when we get the greener color appearance in the sky. Now, there is usually a large storm present, and it usually will be an ominous sight nonetheless. So oftentimes we can extract the fact that there is a big storm with a green sky, but it doesn't always mean there's a tornado or large hail, but it's certainly an interesting phenomenon for those of us that aren't colorblind. For 2 News Weather, I'm meteorologist Mike Grogan.